Well, today is the day. It is finally here. The release of the Heiken Ashi Algo Oscillator. What is the Heiken Ashi Algo Oscillator? Well, here's a link to it. You'll find it in the description below. It's an indicator that measures volume and momentum. It plots an RSI as a Heiken Ashi set of candles. It includes 7 different types of moving averages against the RSI. Each one of these moving averages calculates faster than the previous, starting with the smooth moving average all the way to the LSMA, which is the least squares moving average. It includes a hidden vwap as a moving average to confirm trend direction. Also, it does use a double stochastic strategy, which I have developed. The first stochastic being the slow stochastic RSI, which you already know about. And the second stochastic is a faster stochastic, which uses a part of a calculation of the Hull moving average against the K percent and another multiplication against the D percent. All right. So we just opened the video. We are 1 minute and 16 seconds into it, and we already got deep in the technical end of it. So let me digress, and let's do the proper intro. Welcome to the coffee shop, everybody. This is your host and Barista Eric, as always, serving up something piping hot and frothy, unless you like a chai tea, which tastes like a hot garden in my cup. Chai is definitely not my cup of tea. No pun intended. But I do like drinking tea over coffee. So if you feel like sending me something, then let it either be coins on TradingView, send me some coins, or it could be a few tea bags of your favorite brand. Go right ahead. Okay. So I'm keeping the intro very short today, and I know my videos can get pretty lengthy and long. I have an appointment to get to, and I want to make sure that I do not max out at the 20-minute level on this one. So, but I do like to keep you people informed, and today is the information you've been waiting for. Today is the release of the Heiken Ashi Algo Oscillator. There is definitely not enough time in this video to break down all the different ways that you can use to trade this oscillator because it's available to so many different styles. I'm reading this back off of my screen. I know I posted this in the description of the oscillator, but some people don't like to read the information. You want to hear the information. So here's a nice video with some moving stuff, okay? And you get to hear my voice. And yeah, you know, maybe we'll learn a little something today, right? Okay. So in today's video, I'll show you what all the moving parts are about the oscillator and what they do. And in the meantime, you can add it to your chart and start running with it. Later on, what I'll do is I will set up separate videos, each video depicting a different way that you can use to trade the algo oscillator. There currently is a video called Range Trading with the Heiken Ashi Algo, so you can learn how to trade inside of ranges in a ranging market. I'll get you into trend trading, when you should and should use buys and sells and all that stuff. Okay, now let's see. I figured it would be easier this way to break up the trading styles across different videos so that there is no confusion and you won't have to worry about watching 2 different styles in the same video. Not really fair, right? And it can get pretty confusing. So without further ado, let's grab our coffee and our tea. Listen carefully. Let's grab our coffee and our tea and raise our glasses in a universal community style toast and get onto the oscillator and all of its moving parts. This is where you need to play the video and listen because it would be too much to type and too much to read. So let's go. For my trading styles, let me go into the settings. For my trading styles, the Heiken Ashi candles have been recalculated again because I come to find out that the Heiken Ashi candles, okay, are a 2-period calculation. See the little Heiken Ashi candles right there? They are a 2-period calculation, which means the Heiken Ashi candles are now set to a 9-period on my strategy. The RSI is set to 18, which is 9 times 2, 2-period. And the moving average is set to 36, which is 18 times 2. So Heiken Ashi 9 times 2, 18 times 2, 36. And that works for me. You don't have to use that. You may want to use something else. A longer period on your RSI is is a little bit smoother and it's less choppy. Okay. So Your Heiken Ashi candles, that's what that's for. I don't need to go over all of these settings. You're going to adjust these. It doesn't matter what I tell you on the inputs tab. You're going to be looking at these Heiken Ashi candles right here, okay? Now, the RSI, let's get that. No description needed there. You know what an RSI is. No description needed here. It's simply the relative strength index. Now, you have a long exit and short exit. Now, you can see here on my screen, I don't see a long exit right here, right now. Yeah, I don't see one right now, but long exit is the same as short exit. Basically, if you are in a sell position, you entered a short trade, short exit will come up and it says, hey, get out of your short trade. It is a short exit. You can turn it on and turn it off however you want. Long exit is just the opposite. If you are in a long trade, I can see one here. Here it says buy. You would have gotten in here, right? And you would have entered into this trade and you didn't get out until it tells you long exit. Let me move this out of the way. There we go. Nope, sorry. There. Now you can see it says long exit. So you actually would have gotten out here instead of getting out, you know, one of these places, whatever. You could have actually stayed in a little bit longer and gotten some more out of it. Okay. So support and resistance levels, these are markers that arrive when you should be setting your support and resistance levels. For example, there is a support and resistance trend line trading video already in my profile, right? So here is a resistance, this red block, and here is support. So what you do is you simply go to the close of this candle on your resistance, the close of the candle, draw a horizontal line, and you do a trend line to the, let me see. So this was resistance. I'm going to support. The close of the candle on support is here. Draw a line straight through it. When price breaks above, that means you have broken the trend. It wasn't a downtrend, and now the trend is broken. Okay? Now, support and resistance levels, real quick, right there. RSI moving average. Let's talk about that. Matter of fact, let me make this really big so you can really see what's going on. RSI moving average. You can see here is a blue line on my screen. I'll make it bigger for you. RSI moving average, where are you? RSI moving average, right here. Let's make it really big so you can see it, right? Now, I have mine set as a smooth moving average just because, so I want you to be able to see it. The RSI moving average, you can set to whatever length you want, up to 50, I believe, or up to 200. And you can set it on the open, high, low, close, high, low 2, high, low, close 3, high, low, close 4, and so on, right? Anywhere you want to set it. But you can also set the moving average type. This is the slowest moving average. This is the fastest moving average. It is set from slow to fast down the list. You can choose a smooth, Bollinger Bands, exponential, smooth moving average, a weighted moving average, volume weighted moving average, and a least squares moving average. Okay? Now, moving on, I just want to make sure you know all these parts and what they do. Let's see. The RSI moving average, we got that. Now, the buy and sell signals. Here we are. You got support, turn it on and off. Resistance, right? Support and resistance, turn them on and off, and they appear and disappear on your chart. I'm skipping over the Bollinger Bands because you know what those are. The RSI moving average, we just covered that. You can change it to whatever you want. You can change the line to a step line if you want, anything that you like. Let me switch mine back to what I usually keep it at. Now, Bollinger Bands there. Now, buy, you can see it down here, okay? Look down there, buy signal, sell signal. Here's a sell signal. Now, the buy and sell signals are very intricate. You want to make sure that you have moving averages set up on your chart. You do not take a buy signal when your moving averages are upside down. For example, if you're using a 200 period and a 50 period, you do not want to do a buy against the trend. The 200 has to be over the 50, okay? So let me just show you that very quickly. I'm taking a buy position here. Why? Because the moving averages recently crossed over and they entered into a buy position. The yellow one is my 50. The red one is my 200, okay? So once the 50 is above the 200 and it's in a good range, a buy signal will come up according to volume and whatever the calculations are that I put into the code. This is telling you you can buy here. And you can stay in this trade until it tells you to get out of the trade. It says long exit right there. Let me get rid of that right there so you can see it. It says long exit. So you would have entered here, and I put up the risk reward ratio tool just so you can see it. You would have entered here, and you would have stayed in this trade until it says get out at the close of this candle. And that would have been 7.5%. You would have just gotten that. Now, most people would have been waiting for their price to break above that resistance level, and you weren't sure how far it would get there, but you actually tested it once, twice, 3 times, and this told you get out. And then price did fall down. You know the rule of thumb, 3 tests on the same support level, and it's usually going to move the other way. Now, let's talk real quick about here's the sell indicator. Now you can see the sell indication shows up, right? But the sell doesn't actually take place. Sell, you sell here, you can't. Why? Because, look very closely, the 50 is above the 200. So this is not a true sell position. However, this is a buy position if you're following price action. Here's another buy position right here. Price is too far from this. I would have waited until price comes back down to a swing low. It entered into a range, came out of a range. This is your buy. It crossed above your moving average. You enter for a long position here, and you get out when it tells you to get out. Here, you get out. And then price goes into this long, long range. These are 1-hour candles, and this is probably 2 days worth of ranging. Okay, now we're at 11 minutes. I got to get out to go somewhere. Now, again, buy when your 50 is over the 200, sell when your 50 is below the 200, right? Now, you don't have to use a 50 and a 200. You can use a fast and a slow moving average, whether they're EMA, XMA, whatever you want to use. EMA, SMA, whatever you want to use. Your slow one should be under your fast one for it to be an uptrend. Your slow one should be over your fast one when it's a downtrend. Now, the stochastic oscillator. This uses a double stochastic strategy, which I'm working on. You can see the regular stochastic here, not here, but here. This is what happens when you don't rehearse this stuff, right? So we have a slow stochastic. We got the fast stochastic. Let me shut everything else off so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me find the moving average. I don't need that. Yeah, we're good here. So you can see that the the regular red stochastic, the red one, not the orange one, but the red one is your slow stochastic. This is the stochastic that appears on almost all other oscillators. I have it set to a certain input level, okay? The inputs are mine, but it's set to a 50 period where it starts to change. However, you can see that there is another stochastic. Basically, when this starts to arc the other way, not cross, but when it arcs the other way, it's telling you that your stochastic is about to change directions. Every single time this moves up, your stochastic will follow. It jerks a little bit forward, and here, yours jerks a little bit forward. This one crosses down, and this starts to slow down. This one curves up, and this curves up even higher. It crosses down, yours crosses down, okay? When I say yours, I'm saying the slow one. When I say mine, I mean the fast one, okay? So this is an early indication of what your stochastic is going to do. It's just hyper sensitive. So primarily, what you're looking for is for the stochastic to cross each other and your price stay above it. When they cross again, you want your price to stay below it. Now here you see they crossed and crossed again, but the price is below it. You don't really want to be in this area for a buy. This is not a position you want to be in. You want price to be above the stochastic or in between it. You want to be in between it, okay? So in between the two stochastics, if your Heiken Ashi is in there, like inside that channel that it creates, then you are golden. For example, like here, this is a perfect entry for a short. Perfect entry for a short. This is a good entry for a long. It's decent, but it flattens out. I don't see any really good entries for longs here, right here. See how Heiken Ashis come up, then they're both green. This is an uptrend. Okay, this is an uptrend, and they're very short because that means overall price is in a downtrend. Now the big question that will come up is, what about alerts? I want to know that when I'm in my long trade, when can I get out? Because I feel like this trend is going to go super long and I need to go to sleep tonight. Okay, so you entered a buy position here, right? Let me just do this up again. You entered a buy position when it says buy, and you were comfortable the way it tested. Okay, it tests off the 50. So you enter here when it says buy. You go in for your low position, which is way down here. That's your swing low. And you want to go to bed because the time now is 7 p.m., 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. You want to go to sleep. Okay. When do you get out? Go to your alerts. Click Create Alert. Go to Heiken Ashi Algo. And you want to know about your sell signal, right? So you have a buy signal, a hard, long, or short exit, a new resistance level, new support level, sell signal, soft, long, or short exit. Okay? Now, buy signal means you want to know when an uptrend is starting. Sell signal means you know when a downtrend is starting. New support and resistance, you know what that is. Hard, long, or short exit. Now, this is important. When trend is definitely going to change, whether it's a lot or a little bit of a change, when it is definitely going to change, you are looking for this hard, long, or short exit, okay? Soft, long, or short exit means that the trend is going to slow down. Now, let me show you what that means. I'm sorry. Let me set an alert for a hard, long, or short exit. It's going to tell you when trend is going to change definitely, whether you are going short or going long. It will tell you that you are going to get a long exit or a short exit. Short exit, okay? Short exit, long exit. That means price is moving down and it's definitely going back up, or price is moving up and it's definitely going back down. Basically what that alert is telling you is that, hey, you need to get out of whatever trade you're in. It is definitely going against you. Now, if you have these, why do you have these little green dots and these little red dots? Okay, these are the soft changes in direction. These are also dynamic support and resistance levels. And there are alerts set to them. You can set an alert to a soft exit. Okay, Heiken Ashi Algo, soft, long, or short exit. This means that price was in a rally and it is going to pause or stop. Okay, it's one or the other. And in this case, you can see that it paused here, but you did not get an exit signal. So it paused here, for example, right? It paused right at this level. Let me just put a price marker. How about here? It paused here at this level. Let's turn this around. It paused at this level, but you didn't get a long exit until here. Okay? You got a long exit here. There. Now you can plainly see that this price is lower than this price. But you also see that price came up and it did a small pause here. It moved in the opposite direction just a little bit. Then you got another buy signal and a long exit signal. Get out. So not only did you get a chance to buy down here, but you also bought more shares here. And then you took all of those shares and you sold them here at the highest point, just before price falls cataclysmically. Okay? Now, there's another quick, I don't have enough time. So I want to show you how this indicator also gets you into buying position like banks. And we'll do that in another video. Peace out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the script. Later.